This is Rodolfo Vargas from Friday to Viernes, and today we're gonna be talking about what is your minimum standard and how to increase, how to perform, how to get better, how to improve in your minimum standards. So, what is a minimum standard? All of us, we have a minimum standard, whether it's on the food that we eat, whether it's our weight, whether it's the money that we make. We have a minimum standard about the money that we make. We have a minimum standard of our marriage. We have a minimum standard of friends. We have a minimum standard of girlfriends or boyfriend if you have a boyfriend. Whatever it is, all of us, we have minimum standards on everything. In everything you have a minimum standard. The other day I'm having a conversation with one of the guys over here in the office, and I said, would you accept a job if I were to pay you $300 a month? And he said, what? I will never accept that. So there you go. So that's not your minimum standard. You will never accept that. You will never ever accept that job. If you're going on a date, would you accept your minimum standard if the person is burping in front of you? Would you accept that? Would you accept that? Would that be your minimum standard? In your weight? Some people don't even have a minimum standard. You know, for me, from myself when I got started, on my working physically and doing exercise and all that kind of stuff, prior to that, I have no minimum standard. I will eat whatever I wanted. I will eat ice cream at 3 a.m. in the morning. I will wake up in the middle of the night and I will eat ice cream, or I will eat cookies in the middle of the night. I will eat whatever I wanted. I will eat a burger in the afternoon and in the night. I will eat as much as I can. I didn't have any minimum standard. So how do we improve in this? In money, some people don't have a minimum standard. Some people can go months without making money if you're in sales, or maybe if you're in sales you don't have a minimum standard of how many sales you need to do per week or per month, or how much you need to work. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about it because I believe this is extremely important. Extremely important. And the idea is you have a minimum standard to start increasing it little by little, so we can be improving. Maybe in my weight, let's just say my minimum standard, I remember I used to weigh like 190 pounds, right? And when I didn't have any standard, I said, no, I need to lower my weight. I need to get better. So I went from 190, you say 180. And then 180, I say 170. And then 170, I say 160, and then we say 150. That's my minimum standard. And I got to 140, 143, 144, and then I came back and I say my minimum standard is 150. I will never go more than 150. And if I ever go more than 150, I need to go and exercise. I need to eat healthy. I need to start exercise. I need to do whatever I need in order to go into my minimum standard. And that can be money, that can be no different categories. So today, I wanted to give you 5 points to improve in your minimum standards. Point number 1, identification. You need to identify first, what is it? What is your minimum standard? If you're in sales, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, whatever you are, you need to have a minimum standard. If you don't have it, maybe how many clients come into your business? How many sales you do per week? How many sales you do per month? What is your minimum standard? What is your minimum standard of cash flow that you need to have? What's your minimum standard? You need to identify first. First, it's identification. As crazy as it sounds, a lot of people don't even have identify what is their minimum standard. That is priority. You need to take notes and you need to go and write it down. What's your minimum standard? Number 2. You need to realize what bad habits are not helping you to increase that minimum standard. For example, let's just say, like what I said about the eating ice cream 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning. That's crazy, Rodolfo. If I say my minimum standard is to weight 150 pounds, I need to identify the bad habits that I do daily. The minimum, if in sales, your minimum standard is to do 2 sales a week. What bad habits do you have that is persuading you, manipulating you in a bad way for you to not to make those 2 sales? Are you lazy? Are you waking up late? You're not making your sales calls a day? What is it? You need to identify also what bad habits you have. Number 3, I recommend this. This is one of the things that I do not only in the standards, but I do in a lot of things in my life. I like to divide the big thing that we have, the big problem that I have, or the big goal that I have. I like to divide it into small stuff. You know, how do you eat an elephant? People say, one bite at a time. So that's the idea. So, for example, let's go with the physical health. I want to weigh 150 pounds. That's my minimum standard. Okay, great. How many pounds do I need to lose per week in order for me to accomplish this? How many calories I need to eat a day for me to accomplish this? How much water I need to drink a day for me to accomplish this goal? Money-wise, let's just say your minimum standard is you want to have a cash flow every week of $3,000. I prefer week. So I need to know if my minimum standard is to make $3,000 a week, how many clients I need to see every single day for me to accomplish this minimum standard. So divide the big goal. People say my minimum standard is to make $1 million in 2 years and in 1 year. No, you need to divide it. Divide it in small portions. How many clients you need to visit, how many calls you need to make, how many, if you're in retail, how many customers need to come in per day. Imagine you're running a Subway. You're running a Subway, you're running a Quiznos, you're running a sandwich store. And you don't have a minimum standard of how many clients need to come and eat that day. Guess what's gonna happen to you? One day went, the 2 days, 3 days, you haven't seen any client, you don't even notice it. So I'm really good at this, and I believe everybody, if you're a business owner or in your life, you need to become better at putting it in small portions. So for example, let me give you one more example on health. Let's just say minimum standard my weekly, I need to eat, let's just say 2,000 calories. All right. So if today I go and eat 3,000 calories, I identify it, I know what my bad habit was, and I went over those 2,000 calories. I can identify daily. So daily I know what's going on with my life. Some people, they think it's too long, you know. Man, I just realized that I just gained weight 30 pounds because I was not paying attention to dividing the small goal into this, the big goal into the small goal. Okay, number 4. Have a punishment reward method. What is that? If you hit the minimum standard, let's just say per week, if you do the minimum standard that week, you need to reward yourself. If you did it, if you reward, you do nice stuff. For example, if it is business and your goal was to make this certain amount of calls, see this many clients, make this amount of money, and that Sunday comes, you need to reward yourself. You need to get that habit of rewarding yourself as well. If you don't do it, you're an entrepreneur. If you don't do it, who's going to do it? If you're an employee, sometimes you have a job, but if you're an entrepreneur, who's going to do it if you don't do it for yourself? If you're on a diet, if you're exercising, and you for 6 days, you exercise, you eat clean, you did everything, on Sunday you need to have a cheat meal. That Sunday you need to have fun, you need to reward yourself. But let me tell you the other part too. You need to punish yourself too. I remember we had this punishment, we were doing it with some friends over here at the office. If we didn't hit our minimum standard that we had in the calls and the visit of how many clients we're gonna see, that Saturday and Sunday we needed to work. And that was painful. That was painful, man. We needed to come to the office on Sunday. My gosh, I didn't want it. On Sunday, I just wanted to relax, but you didn't hit your minimum standard. So you yourself, you need to have a punishment reward method if you're hitting or if you're not hitting your minimum standard. And the last point that I would recommend to everybody who would like to get better, improving your minimum standards, have a partner that gets you accountable. If you don't have a mentor that gets you accountable, most people don't have a mentor. I do have a mentor that gets me accountable every single week, and we have conversation, and he challenged me. He get me aligned again in my goals, in my dreams, whatever I have. You can find a partner. Might be your spouse, might be a friend, maybe you find a friend to go to the gym every day. You say, you know what, I want to lose 1 pound a week. You know what, you guys do it together. It's good to have an accountability partner. Accountability partner can be a mentor, can be a teacher, can be a friend, can be somebody who takes care of you, can be somebody that you're important to them, and it has to be a person that is not afraid to give you feedback. Okay, so those were the 5 points that I would say is very important for us to improve in our minimum standards. But aside of everything, just remember this. It starts with today. It starts with doing something today. Jim Rohn has a good saying that says, 1 apple a day. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. You know, one thing that you do today has a ripple effect with all of our habits. So I hope that you go and use it. And let me tell you, you improving this stuff, a lot of other stuff start becoming really easy. Everything else start becoming really easy. So I hope that was valid for you, for yourself today. And let me tell you, we're doing this for the people who share the video and you watch it until the end. We're gonna be doing raffles for you to get books, okay? Because I'm crazy about reading. I love self-development. So we're gonna be doing, if you share our social media department is gonna send you, we're gonna do a video and we're gonna raffle a book so you can have books and you can improve yourself in self-development. So with that being said, this is Friday to Viernes, Rodolfo Vargas. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to share this video with everybody that you think they need it. Take care, guys.